Welcome back. In the last episode, we installed our stack and took a tour. Now we start building. Before we write a single line of UI code, we need to design our database. Everything in the app depends on what tables we create here. In this episode, we will create two database tables, categories and products. We will also define the relationship between them. A product belongs to a category. Then we will create the Eloquent model classes that let us query those tables from PHP. A migration is a PHP file that describes a database table. Instead of opening a database tool like phpMyAdmin and clicking around to create tables, you write PHP code that describes the structure, and Laravel runs that code to create the tables for you. This approach has two big advantages. First, your database structure is version controlled alongside your code, so every developer on your team gets the exact same tables. Second, if you need to change a table later, you write another migration rather than manually altering the database. The history of every change is preserved. The command to create a migration is php artisan make migration. The artisan tool is Laravel's command line helper. You will use it constantly. Let's create the categories table first. In the terminal, run php artisan make migration create _categories_ table. Laravel created a new file inside database/migrations. The file name starts with a timestamp. That is how Laravel knows the order to run migrations. Let me open the file. Every migration has two methods. Up runs when you apply the migration. It creates or modifies tables. Down runs when you roll back. It undoes what up did. Laravel has already written the boilerplate. We just need to add our columns. A category needs two things, a name and a description. Let me add those inside the up method. Let me explain each line. $table-id creates an auto-incrementing primary key column called ID. $table-string name creates a text column limited to 255 characters. $table-text description -nullable creates a longer text column, and nullable means this column can be empty. $table-timestamps adds two columns automatically, created _at and updated _at. Laravel fills these in for you whenever you create or update a record. Now let's create the products table. Run php artisan make migration create _products_ table. A product needs more columns than a category. It needs a name, a price, a stock quantity, a foreign key pointing to its category, and an optional image path. Let me go through the new ones. Foreign ID, category _ID, creates an integer column called category _ID. Constrained tells the database to enforce a foreign key constraint. You cannot set a category _ID that does not exist in the categories table. Cascade on delete means if a category is deleted, all its products are also deleted automatically. Decimal, price, 10, 2, stores a number with up to 10 total digits and exactly 2 decimal places. That is the correct type for money. Never use a float for prices. Floating point numbers are imprecise and can cause rounding errors in financial calculations. Integer, stock, stores a whole number. Default, 0, means new products start with 0 stock. Boolean is _active. Lets us hide products without deleting them. If a product goes out of season, we set is _active to false, and it disappears from the POS without losing the data. Let's run the migrations and create the actual tables. php artisan migrate. Laravel reads all the migration files in timestamp order and executes the up method in each one. If you see a list of table names with done next to each one, it worked. To verify, you can run PHP Artisan DB Show. This shows a summary of your database, including the tables that now exist. We have our tables in the database. Now we need PHP classes that represent those tables. That is what an Eloquent model is. Eloquent is Laravel's database abstraction layer. Each model maps to one table, and each instance of a model represents one row in that table. PHP Artisan Make Model Category. PHP Artisan Make Model Product. These two commands generate model classes inside the app/models folder. Open the category model. We need to tell Laravel two things: which columns can be mass assigned, and what relationships this model has. And here's the modern Laravel 13 way to do the first part. We use a PHP attribute instead of the old fiable property. Look at the top first. The hash bracket syntax, hash, square bracket, is a native PHP 8 attribute. It's metadata that you attach directly above the thing it describes, in this case the class. Laravel reads it at runtime to configure the model. For that attribute to work, we import it with the use statement at the top. Illuminate, database, Eloquent, attributes, fiable. We also import the base model class that every model extends, and the hasMany class, because we type in it as the return type of our relationship method. Now the attribute itself, hash, fiable, and inside the brackets an array of column names, name, and description. This is mass assignment protection. By default, every Eloquent model is locked down, so you must declare which columns are allowed to be set in bulk. That is, when you pass a whole array of data to create or update. Any column not listed here is silently ignored, which stops a user from sneaking extra fields into a form and overwriting data they shouldn't touch. Notice the class body is now cleaner. The configuration sits above the class, and inside we're left with just behavior, like our relationship method. That product's method defines a relationship. The return type, hasMany, tells Laravel and your editor exactly what kind of relationship this is. Inside, hasMany means one category has many products. Laravel assumes the products table has a category_ID foreign key, so when you write $category arrow products, it automatically builds the query to load every product in that category. Now open the product model. Same pattern at the top. We import the fiable attribute, the base model, and this time belongsTo, since that's the return type of our category relationship. The fiable attribute lists every column we want mass assignable. The category belongsTo, name, description, price, stock count, image path, and the active flag. Notice the primary key, ID, and the timestamps are deliberately left out. Laravel manages those itself, so you never want them mass assignable. Inside the class, we keep the cast method. In older Laravel, you'd write a $cast property, but Laravel 13 generates a cast method instead, a protected method named cast that returns an array. A method can run real PHP, so you can reference enums or build the list conditionally, which a static property couldn't do. The casts tell Eloquent how to convert column values when it reads them from the database. Price is cast a decimal with 2 places, so it always comes back as a clean money value, not a raw float. And is_active is cast to a PHP boolean, so it comes back as true or false in your code, not as the 1 or 0 that's actually stored in the column. Finally, the category method is the mirror of the hasMany we wrote earlier. The return type is belongsTo, and belongsTo means a product belongs to one category. This lets you write $product arrow category arrow name, and Laravel runs the SQL to fetch the parent category for you automatically. That is our database design done. We have two tables, categories and products, with a proper foreign key relationship between them. We have Eloquent models that map to those tables and define the relationship in both directions. In the next episode, we will build the backend for product management. We will create a controller with methods to list, create, update, and delete products. See you there.